I've been called many things in my life, some fair, some earned, but useless was a new one. It happened during a family gathering at my brother's house. Nothing formal, just dinner, small talk, and the usual comparisons people make when they think success has only one shape. My sister-in-law never liked that I kept my life quiet. No job titles to brag about, no stories about promotions or bonuses, just vague answers and long pauses. That night, she finally said what she'd been thinking. "So what exactly do you do?" she asked, loud enough for the room. Before I could answer, she laughed. "Honestly, you're kind of useless, aren't you?" The room went still. My brother looked uncomfortable. No one defended me. I didn't respond right away. Old habits from military service die hard. You learn to absorb tension without feeding it. I took a sip of water and said calmly, "I'm between things right now." She rolled her eyes. "Figures," she said. "Must be nice having nothing important to worry about." I almost smiled, because the truth was I was very much worried about something, just not the kind you discuss over dinner. For the past year, I had been working quietly with federal investigators, not as an agent, as an advisor. Years ago, during my time in uniform, I learned how certain systems break and how they're exploited when no one's paying attention. After leaving active service, I was contacted by people who noticed the same patterns. They didn't need a hero. They needed someone who understood silence, patience, and procedure. That evening, I wasn't supposed to be anywhere else, but plans changed. A knock came at the door. Sharp, deliberate. My sister-in-law frowned. "Were you expecting someone?" Before anyone could answer, the door opened. Two men and a woman stepped inside. Dark jackets, badges clipped openly. Federal investigators. The air in the room changed instantly. They scanned the room, then looked directly at me. "Sir, we apologize for the interruption. We need to speak with you immediately." No one laughed. My sister-in-law's face went pale. She stammered, "There must be a mistake." The lead investigator shook his head. "No mistake." He turned back to me. "We've made a development, and we need your input before we move forward." I stood up slowly. "I'll be right there," I said. As I reached the door, my sister-in-law finally found her voice. "What is this about?" she asked, barely upper a whisper. I stopped, but I didn't turn around. Accountability, and things that don't look important until they are. Outside, the night air was cool and steady. The investigators briefed me quickly. Something had shifted. A timeline had moved up. My role mattered now. When I finished, I looked back through the window. Inside, no one was speaking. Later, my brother called to apologize. My sister-in-law never did. She didn't have to. In the military, you learn something early on. The most important people in the room are rarely the loudest, and the most critical work is often invisible, until it isn't. Being underestimated doesn't make you weak. Sometimes it's the cover that lets you do the job right.